Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for August 4th, 2017. For your Friday, we're going to have another partly cloudy start to the day. Cold front's going to be moving in from the west, but as we talked about in the last couple of days, the last couple of videos, the cold front is situated way back here. Showers and thunderstorms that are associated with it are going to come into western Pennsylvania this morning, make it over to, by late afternoon, make it into parts of west central Pennsylvania. So we don't expect it to do much damage further east, and this front will come through overnight, maybe very early Saturday morning at exits, but with little fanfare across our area. There will be, however, some discrete cells that we have to watch for popping ahead of the main line, and as we get to the evening hours, this is what we're looking at. Again, line is still far west Pennsylvania and getting into west central Pennsylvania, so you have to watch out for areas like State College and places down to all the way down to Franklin County in Pennsylvania. Areas like that could get something before the sun sets today, so you could have some locally strong storms out there from Williamsport to State College down to about Franklin and Adams County. But once it gets further east, you lose the sunset. The sun sets and you lose that diurnal heating, which really fuels these storms. With this line here, we don't expect it to be too bad as it moves further eastward, but you will have those scattered showers and thunderstorms move through overnight in a much lesser form. But again, going over the discrete cells part of it, I'll go to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 2 p.m. Now, at this point, the line is still all the way out here. It's not even on the picture. Okay, so you're going to have to watch these little discrete cells that pop, and they're going to be very isolated, not a big scattered type thing here. This is starting off at 2 p.m., but watch what this does. As you go to 3, 4, you can just see the line starting to come in the picture here now. But the discrete cells, looks like it wants to make its way from parts of southeastern Pennsylvania up through the Lehigh Valley and into the southern Poconos, and that's in the 2 to 6 p.m. time frame generally that this is trying to occur. And then that lifts off to the north by 5, 6, and you still got some discrete cells here by the time you get to the evening. So some of these cells that pop ahead of the main line could be locally strong, but again, they're going to be very isolated today. Again, main line here doesn't look like it's a real big deal here, but main line coming into State College looks like 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And once we get further from this point, you can see here's 8 now. And it's kind of like a broken line here, but it does looks like it tries to congeal coming across the state here at 11 p.m., but this isn't a weakened state. You can see it continues to weaken as it heads eastward, but you could get an isolated shower or thunderstorm in the wee hours in the morning further east in Pennsylvania here. I don't think it gets too far south, though. I don't know, if maybe like Philadelphia and points south, I really wouldn't expect too much. Maybe just, we'll call it anything north of I-76 and then getting up to northern New Jersey in the wee hours in the morning also. Here is look at 5 a.m. And then we get to 8, and you don't see anything on the radar, and that's because we think the front is going to clear quick enough that you might have a very early shower in our far eastern areas. We're going to allow for that, maybe a 20% chance, 30% chance at most. And then we're going to have any morning clouds associated with this giving way to clearing, and you're going to have a nice weekend. So we go a little bit further here from this. We're going to take the global models out through Saturday morning. Here's Saturday morning again. Just some in the far eastern portions, so close to the shore points, you might have some early clouds, that leftover shower. Elsewhere, we're just becoming partly cloudy and then eventually mostly sunny during the day, course of the day, and that's because you have high pressure that's going to be building in. So you're going to turn mostly sunny eventually after that front clears. Storms continuing with that best forcing up in New England at that point, but that's away from our area, so we will have a nice weekend. That high pressure is going to stay built in to our region on Sunday. It's going to shift off to the east, though. And then once that moves off to the east, we're going to have, again, it's mostly sunny Sunday. Might have some increase in clouds toward the evening, and maybe, especially toward the late evening, have the clouds going to increase. And then when we get to about midnight or so, you're going to have some rain moving in. Here, let me get to that image. Here's some rain starting to move in. A little after midnight, we'll call it. And then that continues into Monday. Could be heavy at times with those scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures are going to be a lot cooler, stuck in the 70s, pretty much region-wide on Monday. This is just a look at Monday morning right here. And then we get in the afternoon, it starts to die down a little bit. So if you have any evening activities, like we have Music Fest going on, starting today actually, going for the next 10 days in Bethlehem. We'll watch this timing closely. The live concert is at night, which we will be attending, and we might clear out just in time so we can get this concert in for the evening activities. It does look like it definitely clears out overnight, but it looks like it might want to get out of here toward the evening hours on Monday. But most of the day is going to be cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's a pretty good bet. And then once the system pulls away, just a leftover shower here possible on Tuesday, probably favoring the morning just with those cold upper levels still in place with the high pressure moving in behind it. So that's going to dry us out. Then we get to mostly sunny on Wednesday because we have high pressure over top of the region. Back to Thursday, we could have another system trying to sneak in here from the southwest. Favoring right now are central PA counties for an isolated shower. You can see that here. But areas east are just partly to mostly cloudy here on Friday. We'll have to watch this because this feature's been here for a couple runs now, but it's becoming less and less enthused. It might just end up being partly cloudy this entire day. We'll just have to wait and see how that pans out. We're now looking at 7 days into the future, so sometimes the forecasts and projection of the models can get a little hairy at that point. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for August 4th, 2017. Have a great Friday.